Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Molshop here, coming at you with Game 6 of the Pro League playoffs between CJ Entus and Samsung Con Day 2. Sorry, I was just listening to the intro there, and it was kind of the climactic part of the drums there. Yes, anyway, Movie versus JuNi is the next match we have here. JuNi being Samsung's lesser Zerg. They used to be Samsung's only Zerg until Great came up the ranks and started playing pretty great. And, yeah, some puns just need to be said, no matter how bad they are. I apologize. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so JuNi, not that good. Used to play some 2v2 for Con here and there, but, I guess they feel he's better than the other second string scrubs they have, and so they're putting him into their lineup at the number 6 spot, probably hoping it didn't even get this far. And Movie also kind of in the same spot. Usually you're seeing like the lesser players at 6. They're each team hoping that they can, squeeze off 4 games before it gets to the 6th spot. And Con came close. They went up 3-1. It was all on Firebat Hero, and Firebat Hero just didn't quite have what it took. Iris polishing him off and bringing it to this Game 6. And so this is still, though, a must-win situation for Movie, the purple Protoss player, and he's going to be spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. And JuNi is the teal Zerg in the top right-hand corner. This is Andromeda. Haven't seen this one in a while unless you've been watching the playoffs. And that's because, well, it's from kind of the earlier rounds of the season, but technically the entire last year, all 5 rounds are considered one season, and so all of the maps from all of the season are being played in the playoffs here. So, what the hell? Anyways, random dog getting hit on the head with a soccer ball. That's cool. Yes, so Movie has been playing a decent amount lately for CJ. Not the best of players. But they've kind of had to play him here and there. Whoa, oh, never mind. I thought that was a Nexus for some reason. I was like, oh my god! Movie went for a 12 Nexus! He's crazy! But it's actually just this pylon, setting up for a Forge Expand. This is an interesting map for ZVP. The Protoss player can get a 3rd base within their base after doing a Forge Expand. You almost always see it because of that. Unless it's Bisu in Game 5 versus Jadong. Anyway, people are going to be wondering about that for ages. Anyway, but you can get that 3rd base inside your front, I guess, but it's a mineral only, and so it's not quite as advantageous. You can get a lot more zealots out, that kind of thing, more cannons to secure your 4th base. This map does tend to make for longer macro games as such. So kind of expecting a macro game here, especially since we got Forge Expand going. He's going to spot the pool going down a little bit later, and he spotted that expansion on the way in, so he's probably going to go for his Nexus next, and then go for some cannons afterwards. Ooh, showing Savior and Jangbi on the screen here. Savior has not played in this best of 7, so I think what the commentators or what the camera people might be proposing is that a possible ace match if Movie does win this, Jangbi would be a likely candidate to go in as the ace match. Or here's another possible set: Effort versus Stork. Again, 2 of the top players for one for each, 2 of the top players for their respective teams. Another possible ace match if it goes to that. Savior has not been put in at all in this round, so sometimes you see that when they've got a player that's been training specifically for the ace match. That's always a possibility, and so that may be why Savior's been kept out of this. Although Savior is not the best player on CJ by far. Iris or Effort or Sky High would be better choices. I think Quanro might even be a better choice. The ace match is on Outsider though, so they're probably going to send in a Zerg, I would expect. I'm not sure what they'll do exactly. I mean, it's not always Zerg, but probably going to send in a Zerg. Probably Effort would be my guess, but it's hard to say. Anyway, yeah, maybe Savior. Maybe Savior. Who knows? They have been known to send in Savior as their ace, even when he hasn't been playing the best. And he actually famously won the ace match against Yellow Arnak in the Pro League playoffs of the last season to get CJ in to the next round. They did not eventually win, but still, you know, Savior can win in a clinch moment, and so CJ does sometimes put their hopes and dreams on his shoulders, just sheerly on his laurels, I guess. Anyway, but that's the next game that might not even happen if JuNi can pull out a win here on Andromeda against Movie. But yeah, like I said, Movie has been winning some important games in the playoffs here, despite the fact that he didn't really do too well before that. You know, let's see, well... Yeah, well, he's also been losing some games in the Pro League, but I guess what I was thinking of is against Lita. He had beat Lita, and no one expected him to beat Lita in the ace match of the first day against Height Sparkies, by the way, and so that was impressive to me. That's kind of why I have this impression that he's able to pull out some good games, but really his record doesn't show him able to do too much. I think he lost to Jangbi in the game before this. He lost to Justin as well. Yeah, so yeah, in the first day he played against Jangbi, and Jangbi owned him. But JuNi is no Jangbi. JuNi is really not that good of a player in general, so you know, we'll see what happens. JuNi is, I mean, he's got a few wins against Protoss, but he's not really put in against. He's 3-1 against Protoss, so you know, if you just go by percentages, he's good. But I'm sorry, no, he's not 3-1. I'm looking at his stats now, though. He's more than 3-1. That's weird. I don't know why it says he's 3-1. Anyway, but he's only got good. Oh, okay, because a lot of these are prelims, right? So he's 3-1 in pro games, but he used to be a 2v2 player. So that's why he doesn't have a lot of single player games, and that's really why he doesn't get played that much. He wasn't even that good in 2v2. He was decent, but anyway. Going for a fourth base and another hatcher with inside of his base as well. So things looking pretty good for JuNi so far. Movie's going to have to put some pressure on him here pretty soon if he's going to make sure that JuNi just doesn't run away with this. Although this is pretty... Excuse me. Wow, I have the hiccups. Not good for commentating. We sit at robotics facility down now for Movie. And... oh, excuse me, gosh. This is going to be annoying. I had the hiccups once before in a commentary, and I was like, oh my god, the hiccups. And then, like, they went away after, like, 2 hiccups, and that was cool, but we'll see if that happens again. Anyway, Corsair's going to come out soon here for Movie. He does have the robotics facility down, so we're probably going to see Sarah Reaver as his general tactic. I think that's a good idea on this map. It's pretty good for... Well, I mean, if you got the APM for it, it's good for Protoss Berserk anyway, but it's especially good on this map. It's a large map. You have a lot more mobility when you've got the Sarah Reaver.